Hello there guys, Elita Legionarii here, and today I am bringing you a 1v1 for Rome Total War. This is a 31k and this will be against the boss man of heaven, Biscuits. You may remember him from some of my previous Rome Total War videos. It was actually before even he joined the clan, and we did quite a lot of CWB stuff together. The Biscuits carried on with Rome Total War while I sort of went off and had a look for over Rome 2 and started playing some of the other Total War games. So he's certainly got ahead of me. I mean, back in those days I could compete with him, but I can't really do so very well anymore. But nonetheless, it's always a good game against Biscuits. So, and it is 31k, so he's got experience with 31k. I don't really, but it'll be a good way for me to get experience here. So here's my army. I've got, I believe it was, I think it was 14 urban cohorts, 5 Praetorian cav, and 1 legionary first cohort. And I'm using his build because I know that's what he's going to do. So I'm going to just, I know how hard it is to like combat this build because I've tried it several other times. So the only thing I can really think to combat it is just to play it at the moment, play it at its own, do it myself basically. And I'm pretty sure his build's identical to mine. Exactly, I'm pretty sure it's exactly identical to mine. So anyway, I do believe it's just double check. So there's 4 urbans there, and then 6 there, and then that's 10, so that'd be 12, yeah, 14, then 15, yeah, exactly the same build as mine. So we'll just see who's better at using it, which no doubt will be him. Now he did tell me in this fight that having the urbans in 3 deep is actually gives them more coverage at the same time, the same strength, than having them real thick like I had them, so I'll keep that in mind in future. But I figured I didn't need to stretch them that far, I just need to stretch them enough to cover my own lines, but we'll see. So I do believe I have got these guys Peeler on, but he gets the first volleys, which is always good for him. It's always good to get those first volleys because, as you can see, these guys lost more men. Now I move out into the flanks here, and he does the same. Now he decides to focus his cav on a flank, which is probably a good idea because then he can knock it out and push his round onto the flank. I didn't think to do that. What I wanted to try and do was kind of, overwhelm the centre more, which I should have gone for a flank. Here I decided I'd just charge in after we threw our peeler and quickly try and just bog this fight down and then put pressure down this side and try and win here. But Biscuits decides to basically go for a whole flank, knock it out, and then come onto my flank. So I think his decision was better than mine personally. But this fight in the centre looks quite good for me initially, and I decided to begin engagement here just to try and destroy his peeler shield. I want to try and move in and destroy his centre army, get his general and his first cohort, and if I can get rid of those I know I can rout him. That was my thinking, but he's going to go for flank attack. I put these guys in guard mode in the hope that it'll hold them out for quite a while because I know that works quite well. So I do believe in a moment I will come in here to destroy this peeler shield with my cavalry. Here we go. While his cavalry was kind of busy over here. So I decided to, here I unleash a bunch of peeler on him, which rips him up pretty bad. Then I come in and I'm just going to attack these. Now he's probably going to dump some peeler off on me, which I probably should have thought about, but it was kind of a risky move. But at the same time, he does waste peeler and not on my urbans. But I don't know if it's worth losing my cav over that or not. And here I saw like he got quite jumbled. And I was thinking of charging in now, pumping some peeler and charging in, then trying to get a cav charge here, but I didn't do it in the end because I thought I want to use my peeler, I don't want to get only one volley, but I probably should have done this while he was messed up and out of formation, and I was too slow on it. And I see my cav in here way too early. He's going to keep focusing in over here, which is a good move. I send them in over here like so, and of course it does cause a bit of damage, but he just continues to pump his peeler in. And I end up pumping quite a lot of my own in, so it works out quite well, but I lose too much cav, and that was kind of silly. And then he does sort of break through over here and he just sort of pushes straight through. Even though guard mode is on, they don't rout, which is pretty good. Well, they do eventually rout, but I'm trying to keep cohesion here, as is he, but it can go either way here, to be honest. But over here he's probably winning this flank over as well. So he's got his cav right there on my flank and I'm all back to front. I decided to charge his cav here while I was sitting still, but he's going to come into my side here, and it's always good that he's got this angle. I think he's going to retreat back actually, but I don't retreat back very well, and he ends up blocking me with his cavalry, and then he can counter strike against my, so I stuffed it up with the cav again in 31k, which is constantly what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm going to try and disengage here, something that never goes right for me in 31k either. Look at this, like half these units, they're being told to disengage it, they're not doing it, so It's a bit frustrating. Took them too long to do it, which always annoys me. But here he comes in here, and my cav is still running off. And this will be a good one now. I've tried leaving some reserves here and keep my general out of the fight while his is still in it. But his strike here, I try counter-striking him here, but he gets the route he wants, and he gets several of my units all at once. And I do believe he might have got my... No, he didn't get it. Over here I'm holding out. But basically this just comes down to better placement of his cav and timing with it. Something I haven't quite learnt what to do effectively with in 31k, so always about when to use it, if I should have it on guard mode or not, things like that. I'm not always too sure. But basically he's going to beat me pretty badly here, just because of better cav use, as you can see. Better choice is a weird strike, so I still just need to learn that timing with cav in 31k games, because it's different, you know, because I'm not used to just slamming my cav straight into all these formations like you do in 31k, so it's always about knowing when to do it and exactly where to place it and that sort of thing. So essentially what I'm trying to do is just learn here. So he's going to beat me this fight, which I'm not surprised at, but I'm not losing as badly as I was, so I'm definitely getting better at this 31k thing. So but just about cav placement there, and I'm just not used to the way in which cav works in 31k. I'm just going to triple speed because he's just mopping me up now. I'm not used to the way cav really is meant to function and when to use it in 31k. It's very unlike what I'm used to with CWB. So it's a clear defeat. Pretty solid victory there for Biscuits, but probably shouldn't try fighting him at his own build, but I couldn't think of a counter to those wings that he uses without using wings on my own. So I like it. It's a very good build as far as I think 31k goes. I think it's a very, very effective build that he uses there. So great game to Biscuits. Of course, guys, I know many of you don't really watch 31k games. The Biscuits channel, I think he's got about 50 subscribers. He might have a little bit more now, actually. So, I mean, some of my viewers can go watch him, because, I mean, I've been making my channel quite a bit longer than Biscuits, but believe you me, guys, he's an absolute natural commentator. A brilliant commentator and a brilliant player at Rome Total, particularly 31ks. I mean, if you're not into 31k games, honestly, just sitting watching the teamwork in a 31k game is so much fun. It's just so interesting to watch them do it. So I strongly advise you go and have a look at Biscuits' channel if you have not. I will link it, of course, as I always link other YouTubers' channels. And you should definitely, guys, go and check it out, because it is really worth looking at, believe you me. He's a great commentator and a great player. So thanks, Biscuits, for the game. Still got a ways to go before I'll be able to match you at 31k. But I will get there, I'm sure of it, and it will be good to get into some team battles on 31k. So anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon next time.